Thank you, Representative Cummings, for holding this hearing. I truly appreciate it. I have a personal reason for being here. My nephew was a victim of hazing, and it killed him. Hazing is a serious problem in the military, and though the military has policies in place, they aren't being enforced, and they aren't effective. Many of these cases are racially based. Just last year, Private Hanson Daniels McPherson, stationed in Okinawa, Japan, set himself on fire. This occurred after nearly constant racist hazing and abuse at the hands of his fellow Marines, according to his family. McPherson did indeed call home regularly and complained to his dad, sister, and friends about the racist treatment he and other black Marines endured. Just last year, Private Danny Chen was found dead after committing suicide. He'd been subjected to mistreatment for 6 weeks by 6 soldiers who called him Goop and Chink constantly. They decided to do corrective training on him. He was forced to do excessive sit-ups, push-ups, runs, and sprints carrying sandbags. Rocks were thrown at him to simulate artillery. He was forced to wear a construction hat and give instructions in Chinese, even though none of the other soldiers spoke the language. Rashan Anderson, in 2010, was one of the few black soldiers in his unit. He was singled out for hazing by his 4 superiors, tortured to perform excessive physical exercise in his body armor over and over again, ordered to wear a sandbag and build a wall that served no purpose. His superiors called him dirty and forced him to wear a plastic trash bag at all times. At one point, Anderson went to the latrine and shot himself and left a suicide note saying, "I feel like a failure. I feel like I failed." And then there is my own nephew, Harry Liu. The Harry Liu that we knew loved to joke and in fact was known for his skills in breakdancing. But he admired the Marines and at age 19 decided to enlist. Last year, Lance Corporal Harry Liu was stationed in Afghanistan, the only Chinese American in his unit. Then, on April 2nd, he was found asleep on duty. At 11:15 p.m., his sergeant verbally berated and cursed at Harry loud enough to wake the rest of the Marines up and announcing to the unit that peers should correct peers. At 12:01 a.m., the hazing onslaught began. Harry's own peers, 2 Lance Corporals, took it upon themselves to administer justice and corrective training. They berated him and ordered him to dig a foxhole and to perform push-ups, crunches, and planks while wearing his full body armor and a 25-pound sandbag. They stomped on his back and legs, kicked and punched him, and poured the entire contents of the sandbag onto his face and mouth. It lasted a full 3 hours and 20 minutes. Finally, 22 minutes after they stopped, at 3:43 a.m., Harry climbed into a foxhole and killed himself. What was even worse was the punishment to the Marines, or lack thereof. Of the 3 Marines charged in the case, 2 were found not guilty, and 3 was given only 1 month of confinement. He just got out, and the 2 members had a celebration for their success in meeting the charges, as we saw on their Facebook. In the Marines where Harry served, according to a 2004 survey, roughly 1/4 of all the minorities in the Marines reported being subjected to negative comments or attacks and offensive jokes. Even more alarming is that roughly 1 in 20 minority Marines were physically threatened. Clearly, we have serious work to do to create a culture where this type of behavior is unacceptable, and service members of all backgrounds feel comfortable going to their commanding officers to report abuse, knowing that action will be taken on their behalf. Service members in every service should be supported, not singled out, harassed, beaten, or hazed. We must eradicate the culture of hazing that is so ingrained within our troops and ensure that our officers are diverse so that the chain of command can better understand the challenges that every soldier from every background faces. Nothing will change unless the people at the very top say that this is a problem and take actions to change the culture and consequences of hazing. And that's why I'm here today, because we can and must do better for our brave men and women in uniform.
very much.